Super Bowl, and it begins on Sunday.
800-990-3776. Brian and Madison, you're up on Kyle Bruss and Nortman with a full show back together.
Ben's got me all fired up here, boys.
Good.
He's got to take his beads away with his all wishy-washy.
Take those beads away.
Give me those beads. And Kyle, you sound kind of wishy-washy too. I mean, you can keep your beads for now, but this is if we're winning games, this is a kill moment. We got to win this game.
It's a kill moment. I like it. And what I like most about what Kyle said is I actually am really enjoying the fact, and we'll get to this in a little bit here, that Xavier McKinney and the Packers are finding reasons to be motivated. I even saw Matt LaFleur at the podium talk about how they watched old Bears-Packers just clips. And Matt LaFleur's like, I didn't even know half the guys in the videos, but hey, this means something, right? When you're 10-0, it's very easy to be like, yeah, we're 10-0 against this team. We're going to roll out the ball in basketball. We're just going to go out there and go through the motions, and we're going to get it done. It doesn't happen like that. You got to find ways to engage your team at all times.
Yeah, and this game, the way it's going, the way the spread's moving, it reminds me a little bit of Jacksonville. I'm not going to lie. And I was wondering verbally to our audience, man, is this a trap game? You got Jacksonville, and then you got Detroit after. Same thing now. You got the Bears, and you got San Francisco, the big game next week at Green Bay. Could this possibly be a trap game? We see the point spread moving down, and we're all scratching our head. This is different, though, because when you play Jacksonville, there's not that emotional charge that there is with the Chicago Bears. It doesn't matter how bad or how good the Bears are. It, by definition, cannot and will not be a trap game because so much goes into it. Not only is the biggest rivalry for the Green Bay Packers, the best rivalry in the NFL, there is no sense of trap game to me. If anything, like what our caller, Brian, I believe, just said, kill game, where you look at this and say, we can go ahead and end your season right now and we'll walk out the door with a smile.
See, that's what I was getting at, too. I want to break their absolute spirit. I want them to know that this team, this organization, this franchise, last year in the last game of the season, the Chicago Bears versus the Packers. The Packers need to win to go into the playoffs, and the Bears are just playing simply for the fact that they wanted to beat the Packers. But when the Packers beat the Bears, we sent them spinning. We knew at that point Justin Fields was not going to be the quarterback of that football team anymore because of what the Packers did. The Packers have another opportunity to kill the season of the Chicago Bears by breaking their spirit and defeating them on Sunday. Because when they look ahead, they know they don't have a chance. They don't have a shot. You can end the Bears on Sunday, and you can also win a rivalry game. And that's why I believe the Packers are going to be amped up and ready to go on Sunday.
Well, I feel like they're itching to be ended in a way, right? They're itching for clarity, right? One of the worst things that could happen for them, which would be also awesome from our standpoint, but not because it would be on the expense of the Packers, would be if they get hope, then they're all, we can do it again, but then they go down the road. If you come out and stomp the Bears
early.
Then the conversation goes, do we need to get rid of Eberflus now, right? A week after the offense quarter, and then we're all laughing again. And I love the idea of the Packers being the ones to say, you guys are just a dumpster fire, and we're just adding more grease to this grease fire. Josh and Kenosha, 800-990-3776. Curious on this thought starter here that I see that Strofe wrote down. Just go to him.
Guys, thanks for taking the call. From the Bears fan perspective here, honestly, this is not a rivalry, and it has not been for a long time. When you lose 40 out of 50, I automatically chalk up 2 losses on our schedule every year now.
Oh, wow.
I love to hear it.
When you say it that way, 40 out of 50.
I don't know if that's
accurate, but
why don't you go to AI for an answer?
It's actually probably pretty accurate because I can't recall the last time the Bears swept the Packers in the season. And if anything, they may have split, but the Packers have been purely dominant.
I see our research guru, Brad Nortman, and Alex Strofe with the KBN Sports Desk. Yeah, Strofe shoos Brad away after Brad gave bad statistics.
Brad, why don't you host the show?
Oh, yeah. Okay, good call.
When you have the statistic, just hit the KBN Sports Desk.
It's since 2003, that's all.
Well, here's what I will say. The worst team I was ever a part of was 2016 Jaguars, right? My first year with the team. And we were 3-13, and we got a coach fired during the year. Might happen to the Chicago Bears. At some point, particularly at this point in the season, when you know you don't have a prayer, you know there's drama in the locker room, and our drama wasn't even close to how dramatic this is with the Bears. If a team gets up on you, particularly a good team, particularly early, man, it's just human nature. These guys are pros. I'm not saying anybody gave up, but you just start to say, here we go again.
Yep.
Here we go again. And then it's harder to come back. The other team starts to roll on you. So if this Green Bay Packer team gets up 10-0 in the first quarter,
They have to.
roll, baby. It's going to be a 30-point victory. But if it's stingy, if it's close at halftime, if the Bears sneak out a lead, anything can happen in this rivalry. That's why I'm thinking Packers come out early and fast.
Oh,
It's gonna be
backtracking
over.
Brad, too, over to the KBN Sports
No, I'm
Desk
saying
with
what will
Alex Strofe.
In the last 50 games between the Bears and the Packers have won 37 of the 50.
Holy cow!
37-13.
13.
That's unbelievable.
That
a lot.
That include playoffs?
Guys, that's ridiculous.
That's like college football type stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
like Wisconsin versus a non-conference type team. Like that.
That
that's
also,
how.
that also includes 15 of the last 16.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been
They're-
dominant.
you can't point to
And,
many.
and Benny No Backbone Brust is backtracking on a 0% proclamation from earlier in the week.
Yeah,
Let's
the
just
the
acknowledge
gap
that.
has never been wider for these two teams.
Whoa, our
Yeah,
CPA,
and
our
Benny- and
CPA
Benny
is
No
standing
Backbone's
firm.
saying,
The point spread.
Oh, the gamblers.
Yeah, why do we allow these point
gamblers.
spreaders to the gamblers, the point spreaders, the people in Vegas?
sharks?
Yeah, the sharks. Why do we allow
Sharps,
like
you
shark
doofuses.
Shark,
It's not shark.
No, it's a sharp.
Oh, I thought. Wait a minute. I thought it was a shark.
No, it's a
listen.
sharp.
I'll repeat what you said because it sounded
Wow.
good. I assume I thought I heard
Wait,
shark
it's not
too.
a shark?
No, it's a sharp better.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
had legitimately thought
A
for
shark
years
better?
and
Sharks too.
years,
I didn't know.
just swirling the
I did
waters,
too.
eating up us
I did
minnows.
too. I'm with you on this.
I learned something new today. Sharp,
News to
not
me.
shark.
Kyle Brust and Nortman across
Wild.
ESPN Wisconsin, all educated, we swear, all with degrees. You guys need to listen to the weekly wager more on Wednesdays from 6 to 7 to get that betting
Dude,
knowledge
we
up.
added 2 college degrees back to the show today, and we are just as dumb as we were
Talking
yesterday.
about in my defense and Brad's defense, we don't learn this stuff in college. I don't remember the subject on.
Yeah, I
bet.
learned.
This wasn't
I
the
lear-
school of hard knocks.
I learned this in Lithuania, 8,000 miles away by myself with nothing better to do.
Did you call
than-
your strop? Is that how stop? How they talk in Lithuania?
What?
Shop.
Oh,
Strop.
sharp.
Oh,
I was trying to.
That's almost like
What did y'all
German.
think I said?
We have no
I have no
idea.
idea.
It didn't sound like a word.
I was trying to speak Lithuanian.
It sounded
Or
German.
accent. Maybe. It's all
All the
same.
words I know are swear words, so I don't think, even though it's in a different language, I don't think the FCC would approve of me swearing in Lithuanian.
Do you know any word in Lithuanian except for a swear word?
Guys, you guys know my "Are you smarter than Ben Brush" short-term memory? Not great.
Not even hello.
No.
What?
Wow, that's crazy.
That's why he didn't last over there. He was cussing
Yeah.
everybody out. Didn't know it. Doink and Shaw.
Are you just making up words again?
I don't know. I don't know what Lithuanian sounds like. I don't
What
wanna
did you just
disrespect.
say?
I don't know.
Don't say it
Don't-
again, just in case it's a bad
he
word.
said Doinkenshaw.
I
What
don't-
does that mean?
I had
Nothing.
no idea.
It's not a word.
I'm telling you, it sounds like you're talking German.
That was for sure a German type thing. I don't. What am I supposed to say? I don't know. Switzerland? I don't know. It's German too. I don't know.
Brad Nortman played on a second contract. He's starting to get the feeling that maybe internally Jordan Love is thinking too much about this second contract. Kyle, I want your thoughts on Jay Love coming out of this bye. Healthy, full participant, practice reps. Obviously, the way that he played last year in the second half of the season is something everyone's itching to see in a string of games. We get to Jordan Love and your outlook on him in the second half of the season. Does he need to play to his contract these next 8 games? Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, and if Doc replicates what Booty did last year, or all of all, I'm saying it. Come on.
His name is Coach Bud.
If he replicates
Coach Booty.
what Coach Bud.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
There's always pressure. You got to find ways to deal with that pressure and handle it as best you can to be the best.
This is your green and gold fix on 100.5 ESPN.
Obviously, there's going to be things that turn up along the way. You got to be able to adjust.
This green and gold fix is driven by Metro Ford.
The old saying in the NFL is the bye came at the right time, but this proves true this go-around for the Green Bay Packers. Coming off the bye week and getting ready to head to Chicago to take on the rival Bears this Sunday, all 52 men on the roster for the Green Bay Packers practiced in some capacity on Wednesday. For the first time in a few weeks, Jordan Love a full participant in Wednesday's practice. It's Packers-Bears Sunday at noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. The Packers, according to ESPN Bet, only listed now as 5-point favorites. I'm Alex Stroh.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1225. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1225. That's 800-777-1225. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's original craft vodka. In 1995, Tito Beveridge built his very own distillery and put his life savings into it. Since then, he's won the unanimous Judge's Choice Double Gold Medal at the World Spirits Competition, the Chairman's Trophy for World's Best Vodka Tonic, and many others. Tito's Handmade Vodka is still made on the same land where he started it, all in Austin, Texas. Distilled from corn and gluten-free. Visit us at Tito'sVodka.com for recipes, videos, and more. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 provides game recaps for every game. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis.
Puts it on the floor, spins down the lane, and plunges it through.
Or the deep threes from Dame.
Dame time has arrived with 107.
Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly open Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL, on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. Got to get used to saying all 3 names. It's been a while. Alex Stroh running the show. UKB Nation at 800-990-3776. I really enjoyed talking to Rob Domofsky on Wednesday, yesterday. Man, time is a blur. And hearing him talk a little bit about Jordan Love and his demeanor, right? I think externally he's done such a phenomenal job over the last year, and you could even say since he's been a Green Bay Packer, of carrying himself the right way. But part of me wonders, and especially from Brad's perspective, then Kyle's as well, do you think he's carrying any of the weight of the contract in this first half of the season? And is there an opportunity here for him to just play really well in one game and just get that off?
Well, You're right. He has been the consummate pro, and he says all the right things. He does all the right things. Not to compare him to Favre and Rodgers, but they were kind of their own men, right? They just were going to tell you how they felt, what they thought, what they were going through. Jordan Love is just like the consummate team leader. You can trust him in front of a microphone, but it's just human nature. When I signed my second contract, leaving the Panthers to go to the Jaguars, I felt a new level of pressure that I'd never felt before. I felt significantly more pressure after I signed the contract than before. Before, there's a bit of like scrappiness. There's a bit of like, I want to prove you wrong. I want to go out there and show that I belong to be here. There's a bit of a grit, a bit of like, you feel like you're the underdog a little bit. When you signed that second contract, I felt a newfound amount of weight and pressure to perform to that contract. It was a team that was saying, you're worth all of this, so now go out there and do it. And you feel like there's extra expectations on you. And I'm not going to lie, that affected my game. And it took me a couple games to get going to where finally I ironically played at Soldier Field, played the Bears, had a great game, start to finish, one of the best of my career, and significantly contributed to a win. I think that's what Jordan Love needs. He needs that game to remind him who he is. I think he's carrying the weight of the contract, much more publicized than mine was, by a long shot.
I was going to say, it's not even in comparison. Sorry, that was mean.
No, it's true, though. I shouldn't have even spoke that. When it comes to Jordan Love, it was highly publicized. He even sat out a little bit during practice. Big contract, talk about for a long time. It's impossible to not have that in the back of your mind, feel like you need to press, you need to do more, you need to be more than what got you there. I think that's why he's throwing interceptions. I think it's why he's a little bit off. No better time than right now to just get back in rhythm. Be the quarterback you know you are and that you were before the contract. Let that pressure just fall away.
See, I've been real sweet on Jordan Love to start this season.
Yeah, you were the one who said, I'm taking Jordan Love slander.
I wasn't taking any slander for Jordan Love because I understand this was a process. But now it's time to go. It's go time. It's Jordan Love time right now. And, Brad, you can talk about the pressure there is, but a lot of guys deal with that pressure. There are a lot of guys that sign these multi-million-dollar, life-changing contracts and go on to find a lot of success. So for me, as a professional athlete, that is the expectations that you live up to playing up to that contract, right? And so overall for Jordan Love at this point in time, now's the time, right? This is the moment because we had the injuries to start the year, the injuries during the season. He was hobbled the last time we saw him, but now he got some time away. Matt LaFleur talked about him taking all the snaps with the ones. He's back to practicing, so there is no more excuses for Jordan Love. His body got time, his mind got time, his soul got time to recuperate, relax, and get rejuvenated for the second half. So at this moment in time, my expectation from here on out is to see the same Jordan Love we saw at the end of last year. The same Jordan Love threw 19 games last year. He had 10 games where he threw 2 touchdown passes or more and 0 interceptions. 6 games with 3 touchdowns or more or 0 interceptions. The guy that was top 3 in passing touchdowns last year in the NFL. The guy that was able to put his team in a position to not only make the playoffs, but pull off not the best upset, but a big upset in the playoffs to be the first number 7 seed to ever be the number 2 seed. That is what the Green Bay Packers were because of Jordan Love. And from this very moment on, I fully expect to see that Jordan Love. I'm not going to let the contract be an excuse anymore. We can't let injuries be an excuse anymore. He should be healthy. He should be ready to go. And it's time for him to live up to the contract that he got signed to in the moniker, the name, the label of the franchise quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, see, that's interesting to me. I want to know if that's fair to Green Bay Packer fans. 800-990-3776. Strophe on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Kyle Wallace says he expects this second half of the season for Jordan Love to look like the second half of last year. Is that a fair expectation for Jordan Love?
I think it's a little too optimistic over a long stretch. He played at a level that wasn't seen for a long time, particularly in Green Bay until Rodgers' MVP-like years, but he was the best quarterback in the NFL, bar none, those last 10 games. If he plays close to that, I will be happy. Now, we can all agree what he's been doing, that's not good enough. He can't go ahead and replicate that in the final 8 games, and for us to be satisfied with Jordan Love's play. But I don't know. I mean, if he cuts the interceptions down in half, and maybe ticks up the touchdown passes a little bit, I think that's something that you can work with. It's the interceptions that he's got to get rid of. Everything else is going pretty well. It's just those 5 decisions a game that are just bonehead critically bad.
And he has to get better at that. Like, there's no
That's
more.
it's a huge thing.
Nobody's saying he doesn't have to get better at that. We know he has to get better at that, but you're asking him to be like
MVP.
elite.
Like MVP of the second half of the NFL season.
That's what he basically did last year, and I'm asking him to live up to what we know he can be. Last year, we talked about who he was in company with. We're talking about one of 3 quarterbacks as a first-year starter to throw for 4,000 yards, I believe it was last year. And then also on top of that, one of the he had the 4th most touchdown passes by any first-year starting quarterback in NFL history, behind Pat Mahomes, Kurt Warner, and Dante Culpepper with 32 passing touchdowns. This is elite company that you're with. You were able to replace Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers and do something that they could not do in a first-year starter as a quarterback in the NFL for the Packers, make the playoffs. He has set what the expectation is. I didn't set this. I didn't say Jordan Love go out there and break these records. I didn't say Jordan Love go out there and play magnificent.
But you know how unfair it is to act? Like, you're basically asking him to be an MVP every year.
I'm asking him to play to his full potential. He gave us a glimpse of what he can be, and the expectation as a Packer fan, and it might be high expectations, but damn it, I'm a Packer fan, and all I saw was Brett Lorenzo Favre, and Aaron, I think it's Charles Rodgers. Those are the only 2 I saw.
What's Jordan Love's middle name?
Jordan.
Alfred.
No, it ain't Alfred.
I was going to say, really?
Jordan Lamar.
Wow. What makes you think that?
Because I feel like I saw it. What is it?
Well, you didn't, because his middle name is Alexander.
Alexander.
It's Alexander.
I should have known that. I did actually think that.
How about that?
Jordan
Alex Love.
Jordan Alexander Love.
I love him even more now.
No, I fully expect him to live up to not just our expectations.
Your name's not Alexander, though, so you can't take that.
Yeah, but Brad just called him Jordan Alex Love, which is what I'm going to refer to him as from this point forward.
Well, Jordan Alexander Love, I just fully expect you to be exactly what you showed us you can be, and that's greatness.
Well, and the one thing I will agree with you on, Kyle, is, look, he signed a contract that puts him up amongst the best in the NFL. Now, I know it's just who's ever next up gets the biggest contract, and that's just how it works, which I'm okay with. But you accept that contract, the expectation is higher play. That's exactly what I felt like. When I signed mine, I think I was like the 6th highest punter, something like that. I felt like I needed to be a top 5 punter. That's expectations. That's pressure. Can he play with that expectations and pressure and actually be able to do that for several games in a row?
He better.
Man,
What
man.
Do you mean, what do you mean, man, oh, man? He has 2 options. He either is going to live up to the contract or be a bust. That's what it is.
Oh,
and I believe
wow.
That's so false.
That's pretty black and white.
What were you drinking down in Mexico?
Wait a minute. So
you come back a little loopy.
You're telling me if Jordan Love plays out this contract, the Packers don't win.
No, but we're talking about this second half of the season right now.
Yeah, the second half of the season where he's supposed to take off and elevate himself. Absolutely.
Right now.
Absolutely.
Year 2 a starter.
Yeah, and matter of fact, his general manager came on he didn't come on, but his general manager had a press conference after the trade of Preston Smith and said once you get to about the 26-game mark, that's when you need to start seeing improvements. We're past that now with Jordan Love. He's past the 26-game mark. So now this is where I think Jordan Love starts taking off. These are his expectations that he basically had me placed on him based off his performance, so I just want him to live up to it.
Poor Jordan Love.
No.
Never would I imagine that somehow taking a 2-5 team to the playoffs with the youngest roster in the NFL would have Kyle Wallace making him have to have a MVP-like second half of the season every year to live up to his contract.
I want him to become consistent so the years aren't up and down. I want him to be consistent, but we saw the first half.
You want it all.
The first half was good in some, bad in others. Now I need him to be good in all. He had his bad games. All his poop-up games, those are out the window. We got rid of all those. You got rid of them early. So now I expect greatness from here on out. He's the one who signed the contract, and I'm the one who believes in it.
800-990-3776. Do you think it's fair that Kyle Wallace has the expectations for Jordan Love in the second half of the season to be exactly what it was? Replicated of what it was last year in the second half of the season. I think that is outrageous, but I want to know what you think. 800-990-ESPN. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. A fired up Kyle Wallace back from Mexico, where I don't know what they served him, but it is strong.
A lot of good stuff.
We will get to Alex Strofe, our producer. Becoming relevant is always good. Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Ben's pretty good at impersonations.
Hey, he's pretty good.
I will give him that.
Either crush him or suck at him.
He's pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, being a faker.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is.
Well, that's what acting is.
Why can't we come together?
Yeah,
right
you
now?
were very creative in faking it. Good job.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Ben Brust here to tell you about a great opportunity that Bud Light and Folds of Honor are doing this fall. Bud Light and Folds of Honor need your help to highlight stories of those who gave their all in service of our country. If you know someone close to you that is a fallen or wounded veteran or first responder, submit their story to be recognized on KBN. Now through the week of Veterans Day, submit their story at ESPNFoldsofHonor.com and you have a chance to win a Milwaukee Bucks weekend experience. Right into ESPNFoldsofHonor.com, you can win Bucks swag, a stay at a hotel, and so much more. That is ESPNFoldsofHonor.com.
Prairie Athletic Club is the ultimate destination for health, wellness, and crushing your goals. This is Sarah Tauscher. Say goodbye to post-workout aches and pains at the Pack's new Recovery Zone. With their assisted stretch and pneumatic boot sessions, you can get instant results, leaving you feeling refreshed and ready to tackle your next workout. Don't believe it works? Give it a try. Stop in, stretch your body, and relax your mind at the Pack. Visit prairieathletic.com to learn more. Prairie Athletic Club, family fun community.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million+ products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. Black Friday starts now. Trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Hurry into Verizon this Black Friday. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Hey, it's Hunter Vaughn. ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see teams making an impact in their community. Nominate your local team today at ESPNMadisonGameChangers.com.
This is Devin Robinson from Badger Volleyball, here with Madison's best roofing, siding, and window company, Ridgetop Exteriors. I protect the net at the field house, and they protect your home. They're trusted, local, and affordable. Go to ridgetopexteriors.com today. That's ridgetopexteriors.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hi, I'm Connie Britton. I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Burning all the love letters he sent her, they don't mean nothing now. They don't mean nothing now.
800-990-3776 is for you to have a voice, KBN Nation, on the ESPN Wisconsin Talk and Text line. Ben Brust, Kyle Walsh, Brad Nortman, all together here with Strophe running the show. You know, let's head out to our friends to the north, Ricardo in Canada.
Oh, Canada!
How you feeling, Ricardo? Are you with Kyle? Do you think Jordan Love needs to play to his second half of last year coming up?
I think, of course, I'm with Kyle on this one. Jordan Love needs to step his game up, but I'll take it a step further. Everybody needs to step their game up. The receiver needs to catch the ball. The runner and the offensive line needs to play a lot better. Listen, this is a big boy football now. Okay, Jordan Love can't throw and catch the ball at the same time. All right, he needs the wide receivers to play to their potential. Watson needs to get his stuff in gear. He needs to outrun everybody and catch those deep balls. Dobbs, you're the contention guy. You need to catch those possession receivers. Wicks, I don't care how open you can get. Catch the bloody ball. All right, everybody step up. This is big boy football. It's time.
Big boy football.
Was that the bloody bloody ball?
Oh, I didn't know he was an English. I thought he was Canadian.
Canadian English? The English Canadian, Ricardo in Canada.
Catch the bloody ball, bloat.
I mean, he ain't wrong. Doesn't matter how open you are, Dontavian. You got to catch it. He's got. I think Ricardo and Kyle are kindred spirits because I felt like that Kyle Wallace energy out of him, like just like
Yeah, I had a feeling when he called. I was like, oh yeah, I know Ricardo's on my side. He be standing on business.
Oh, is that what you do?
Oh yeah, stand on business.
You know who else stands on business?
Alex
Strofe.
Backbone Brust.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant. It's time to
Barry
become
Alvarez
relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Who the hell gives
Yeah, really made him wave the white flag.
Oh, yeah. No context to how the interview went when he joined us.
Yeah, so what happened with that? Because baby girl told me that Barry Alvarez came on the station and cussed. And
that is correct.
Yep, our teammate Barry Alvarez. Yep.
What happened was on the Great Dane Huddle, Mondays on 100.5 ESPN Madison, earlier in the day on Kyle Brust-Nortman, this program, I talked about how I'm growing impatient with the Badger football program. He reacted to me being impatient and had this to say about me being impatient.
I'm really impressed that he's impatient. What the hell's he been impatient about? Who the hell gives whether Ben Rush is impatient? I can't believe it.
Oh, wow.
He's impatient.
That's
I've been waiting for him.
That's what
I have one piece of advice for Ben. Let us worry about the football part of it. He concentrate on basketball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they got after him,
Wait
Kyle.
a minute. Wait, what show was that on?
The Great Dane Huddle. Did you not just listen to me? And so we reached out to our teammate Barry Alvarez. We had him on the show. I ain't gonna lie, boys. I was like, all right, Barry means business right now. And I was like, Coach, I don't know what this team's identity is. And this first answer was, I don't have the answer to that either. And he laughed. And I was like, whoa, I can take a step back here and we're talking football. And I wouldn't say that Barry's impatient, but I also feel like he's telling us that he also wants to see something in the field that he is also recognizing and feels, I don't know, proud of. I think that's fair to say based off of our conversation, boys.
Someone who didn't listen at all, my takeaway was Barry Alvarez also doesn't know what the hell is going on with Wisconsin football.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the takeaway.
Not the program he built.
And he's the architect, right? He's the architect of it. And look, when Barry can't come up with a definitive answer of what the team's identity is, and I asked the follow-up question of if we need more time, how much time, and what should we be seeing? And it was another similar answer. I don't know because I don't know what I'm seeing and just all the things, right? So I walked away a little bit more sad about the program than going into it.
Bro, I thought it was going to be a fun, he's got some belief. He's just what he had said was, and this makes sense. He's got a statue, guys.
He's the godfather of Wisconsin.
He said, when I hear stuff like that, I am a protector of the program. But then when having a conversation about the questions that we asked, he was very honest, which I thought was awesome to hear what Barry had to say.
It was a great interview.
Somehow this is becoming relevant with Alex Strofe.
Well, I'm glad you guys got me caught up because I was like, what?
Yeah, you missed anything else you were curious about while we're at it?
Right, some have a big cat too. I didn't.
Kidney stones are better than being a Bears fan. That's what you missed there. All right, let's start here. I've been seeing this lady celebrate her birthday for 10 days. How long is an acceptable length to celebrate your birthday?
10 days?
Yeah, 2 weekends, the entire week, posts every day. It's obnoxious.
When is her birthday?
It was on Tuesday.
So she started
but she's having a birthday party on Saturday, going out on Friday.
Is this somebody that we know?
No, I don't think you guys know her. I went to college with her.
You get 1 day. That's the day of. The only exception is if you're trying to have a party on the weekend before or after, you get that evening. That's it.
Good answer, Brett.
That's it. No more.
I want to go to LOB 3. Go ahead.
What is that, LOB3?
Lack of backbone, Ben Brust. LOB3.
I'm not going to stand for you acting as if you're Mr. Tough Guy right now and call me names and act like I'm going to answer.
LOB3, go ahead. How long? Birthday.
And also, LOB3 is not a good nickname. When you have to ask for what it means, like from Brad Nortman, you struggle.
Everybody knows that.
Exactly.
LOB3.
It's better written.
Yeah.
Seems
You can
like he's
do
upset
better.
about it.
Like LOB cubed? You know, like the little 3.
Now we're trying too hard. Joshua,
That
I don't know
actually
why
very
you're
square of
texting
you to
this.
say, Brad.
Yeah, it's on
Joshua
brand.
in the 262. I love the show. Can I apply to be an intern?
How old are you, Joshua?
What can you bring to the
He
program,
texted
Joshua?
in. He's not on the
Josh,
phone.
what makes you qualified?
No, you got to be in college.
What specifically can you bring to the program? That's what I want to know.
Wow. Brad, the internship coordinator.
Yeah, geez.
Interview questions.
You have to be in this office for longer than 12 to 5 to be able to be part of an interview process.
What's,
Oh, wow.
When does he come in?
That
to
disqualifies me for sure. Then.
Shots fired.
He came in today at 9.
Did you guys ever conduct
stressed.
interviews?
Have I?
I was
Yeah,
part of
several times.
I conducted some interviews when I used to work in finance. Fascinating process.
It's fun.
It is fun.
It can become just very timely.
But if it's too many, yeah, I've been there.
Did you ever like put the screws to somebody? Ask like really challenging questions?
Yeah, well, only when they give me nothing. Then I'd be kind of a richer.
See, then you know that they're not worth your time.
Joshua, please text back in with your resume
credentials
for the show.
So birthdays.
Yeah, birthdays.
Oh, yeah, I mean, look, the end of the day of the birthday, I used to be a douchey birthday guy. Now I'm to the
were
point.
you?
Oh,
Still
huge
a douchey
douche.
birthday guy.
So
no,
how
you can just
long-
say huge douche, but not a huge douchey birthday guy.
Like, what does that mean though?
Yeah.
It means
What's
that like
the difference?
it means that at one time while I was in Madison 6 years ago, we had a partner that was a movie theater, and I invited like friends, partners, fans of the show
For your birthday?
On the day of my birthday, The Joker came out,
Oh,
and we had like
wow.
40 people there, and it was just too much. I was doing the most.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, Ben? Though I'm judging you a lot with it because typically some baby girl might do, not you, but yeah,
It's the big 3-0 for my fiance next year.
She should go all out. She should.
No, she shouldn't. I
30
have
days
to.
straight.
No, you should celebrate because when it
Like
comes
an advent calendar.
Yeah, exactly. 30 days for 30th birthday.
Sure. When it comes to birthdays, do what you want to do to make yourself happy. That's where I'm at life. Like, I may disagree with 10 straight days of celebrating your birthday.
It's my birthday
but
in less than a month. Can we start now?
if that's
Hell
what
no.
wait. This isn't a we thing.
No,
It's a
we.
you thing.
We.
No.
Yeah,
Listen,
we.
I don't have to participate in that. I'll participate.
I want a
on
gift
your
every
birthday.
day until my birthday.
I'm not the one to talk to you. Talk to your girl, or mama,
No, I'm
daddy.
talking to you.
No, I'm not doing that. I get to choose what I participate in. But if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. I'm all for whatever you personally want to do. I just don't have to subscribe to that, and I'm not.
National Pickle Day today. What's the best pickled item?
I don't like pickles or anything
Really?
pickle. Yeah, they're okay.
What about like pickled eggs?
I just love.
I love pickled
So
eggs.
Appleman in the Orchard
Pickled
has great kickles. They're called
Kickles.
They're pickles with a kick. So it's a little bit of
spicy?
a spice with the pickle. Love putting them
Appleman.
on a sandwich. Check out Jacobson Orchards in Waterford.
Kickles.
Kickles. Isn't that a great name too?
So I don't know what pickled. So it was like you mixed pickle with
So
something.
pickles are pickled cucumbers.
And pickle that you put it in vinegar, right? You put
Yeah.
it in vinegar and let it
Well,
soak.
I like pickles. So y'all just pickled this.
What about pickled
that.
eggs?
No,
Pickled
no,
herring
I don't
on
know.
crackers?
No,
I just like pickles too.
I like
You know
the
what?
thing that you get with the sandwich, and I like the pickles, not the green ones, the kind of light.
Not the
white ones.
sandwich, the sandwich.
The sandwich.
Sandwich,
Yeah. I
yeah,
like.
sandwich.
Did I say sandwich?
You said sandwich.
I
yeah.
can't help it.
Sandwich.
Hey, when you say something enough, that's how you say it. I like the pickles that usually come with the sandwich from little shops. Those are delicious. And sweet ones. Oh, the sweet ones are good.
I take back mine. Do you guys remember when I was with the Panthers?
Trading it out. I actually do like pickles.
I do remember when you were with the Panthers.
Remember
yes.
I was? That was awesome, right?
I do
That was
recall.
awesome.
And Graham Gano and I spearheaded getting a Biggs sunflower seed sponsorship. And we would
the
just
pickle
eat-
flavor.
Yeah, dill pickle. Best Big sunflower seeds.
Well,
We
that's not a
crushed dill
pickled
pickle.
item, but okay.
But dill pickle flavor.
See,
And
I
think
don't
that
like
qualifies.
Just give 'em a
pickle
pass.
Flavor,
Whatever,
though.
dude. Last thing for you fellas. Thursday Night Football is Commanders-Eagles. Fun game. Who do you got?
It's a really good game.
It's a great game. I'm going to go with the Eagles, who've won 5 straight. They are dangerous right now. Saquon is absolutely ridiculous. He's got like 900-plus yards halfway through the season. A.J. Brown back. Jalen Hurts playing good football. I think it's a good moment for Jaden Daniels to come back to earth.
He's been healthy.
That's great.
As in Saquon Barkley, that's good. And overall, I think the Washington Commanders finally continue to come back down. They competed last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but they weren't able to win. They'll compete this week against the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to come back down to who they actually are, but they do have a bright future with a great quarterback.
Yeah, Philadelphia's hot. Night game in Philly. Tough place to play. I like Philly.
They have not been good at home. They have not been good at home. That's the only thing that I would add. But you know what we have been good at with Kyle leading us is over-under. So this is time for the royal family to try and call in and be caller 6, caller 9, or you to win a $50 gift card, because somebody's walking away with a $50 gift card. 800-990-3776. Here's how the game works. If you're caller 6, Alex Strofe has a category and an over-under. Brad, Kyle, myself, we team up. We get 10 guesses to get as many right answers as possible in 3 minutes. Now, if we hit the over, whoever's on the over, obviously you'll win the gift card. If we don't hit the over, whoever's on the under will win. But caller 6, you have that choice based off the category and the over-under. 800-990-3776. You, Kyle Wallace, are the director of this final answer because we are undefeated when you are choosing.
Strofe and I think we destroyed it last week too, didn't we, Strofe? Yeah.
See if we destroy it again. Over-under on Kyle Brust-Nortman coming up next.
This is Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN.
You should be happy Pac-Man Jones has had this on his headphones, or he definitely would have pulled it up on you.
I think Pac-Man's lucky I didn't have this on my headphones.
Oh, you right.
I would have been. I'm really feeling swaggy and confident.
You say, yeah, you're in my space. What you gonna do?
Because even just hearing the song, like, for those who are on the YouTube, they can see I'm bobbing my head right now. Like, this is like, okay.
Go ahead, say ski.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on ESPN Madison. Listen to every match all season long on 100.5 ESPN and streaming everywhere on Wisconsin On Demand. Playing to the strengths. That's Barry Alvarez's method to limiting Braden Locke's turnover issue. Locke 8 picks as the starter so far. Coach's approach during his weekly appearance on the Great Dane Huddle.
Emphasize what he does, what he's confident in, and what he's sure about. And the things that he's a little shaky on, or where he's turned the ball over, eliminate them. Running the ball is, that was always my answer.
Tap into the Great Dane Huddle with Barry Alvarez Monday nights at 6 on Wisconsin On Demand or on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Pella can customize windows and doors to look like they've always been a part of your unique home. Get 0% interest for 12 months at PellaWI.com.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Strofe for my friends at Door County Distillery. It's getting cold outside, but don't let it get cold at your gathering with Door County Distillery. For me, football season and the winter is whiskey season. Door County Distillery makes the 27-time gold medal award-winning single malt whiskey and my personal favorite, the delicious brandy. Or maybe it's their wide array of vodkas, brandies, rums, and more. Elevate with Door County Distillery. Visit their website, doorcountydistillery.com, to find a retailer nearest you and a huge list of unique cocktail recipes. That's doorcountydistillery.com.
Welcome to Taberna, Madison's newest neighborhood place for tacos, tequila, and margaritas. Located conveniently on Monroe Street, Taberna is your spot to stop before or after the game. Freshly made margaritas, made-to-order tacos, and happy hour every Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Plus, enjoy daily specials like $4 off margaritas on Monday and 3 tacos for $12 every Tuesday. Taberna truly is a spot for everyone. Head to Taberna Tacos and Tequila today, located at 1925 Monroe Street.
Your current car, soon to be your old car. A new car? Better start looking. But you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free credit score and score monitoring on most new consumer checking accounts. Because when you know you need to make a big purchase, knowing your credit score puts you in the driver's seat. You've got this with free credit monitor from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. I joined the Princeton Club because I was looking for a place I could invest in my health, and the environment and the community I have felt has made it so easy for me to incorporate it into my everyday life. It doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey because they have something to offer everyone. It also goes beyond fitness. From the moment you walk in the club to the moment you walk out, there is a togetherness felt throughout the members and staff that keeps you going for your better tomorrow. Don't wait any longer and get started on your fitness journey today at PrincetonClub.net. That's PrincetonClub.net.
Craft your Brewers mini plan for the 2025 season, featuring all new 6-packs and 12-packs. Get in on the action with great ticket rates, marquee matchups, and priority seating. Plus, you'll get a limited edition Brewers Crowler with each 12-pack or pair of 6-packs. Looking to customize your games to fit your schedule? Build your own ticket plan options are also available. Pick the plan for you at brewers.com/ticket finder.
It's a new era for Wisconsin football fans.
Lots of fans like to jump on the fact that the student section isn't there, and they could show up early. And here's the thing. We're not asking them to do normal things. We're asking them to do the extraordinary.
Taking the conversation digital with the Jump Around 3.0.
If you're asking the student section to show up an hour plus early to get through, that is not feasible.
The Jump Around with Jim Rutledge, outfitted by Iron Jock Apparel. Streaming live every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL, on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Time now for a little over-under, one of our favorite games where someone's walking away with a $50 gift card. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Full crew. Let's get to it, Strophy.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Oh, man. We did it again, boys.
The Royal Family?
Caller 6, Sherry and Franklin of the Royal Family.
Dang.
How do they do it every week?
Not the 10 of them?
There might be at this point. It's unbelievable. Every single week.
I'm changing the caller numbers to 16 and 19.
I bet they'll still win. Sherry and Franklin, caller 6 believes in you guys. She is on the over. Caller 9, Chad in Milwaukee, is on the under, but not by choice. Today's category, fellas. Following Giannis Antetokounmpo's 59-point game last night, I am looking for the top 10 scorers per game this season in the NBA. So average through this season, top 10 scorers in the NBA this season. Your time starts.
Whoa.
Over under. Sorry. Relax. Everybody take a deep breath. Over under is set at 7.5.
That's high.
You'll be okay. Time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Giannis leads the league.
Yeah.
So do Giannis.
Yeah, unfortunately, because he got to score.
Go.
Oh, final answer.
Yeah, Giannis is number 1, 33.3 points per game.
How about Anthony Edwards?
I know that Shea is going to be on there.
Okay. Look,
Shea, final answer.
Yep, SGA is number 7, 27.9 points per game.
Wemby just went for 50. Cat's been balling this year, too.
Started slow.
Who, Cat? Cat had like 30, I thought, his first game.
No.
Well, we know we need like
We just had
26
46
or 27 a game.
I'm fine with it.
I don't like the Cat is on the television right now.
Well, I just know that Cat. I just know Cat. Cat, final answer.
Yeah, he's number 10, 26.5 points per game.
I told you he started slow.
Yeah, 26.5. That's our floor.
And then I haven't been following NBA like that this year, so I have no idea.
Ant. Should we go from Cat to Ant?
I mean, somebody has to lead that team in scoring, right? Anthony Edwards, final answer.
Yeah, he's number 8, 27.8 points per game. You've got 4 of them.
Who else is cooking?
Is Chef still cooking?
Steph's probably cooking. So, I mean,
I saw what he did the other day. It's awesome against the Mavericks.
Is Steph Curry final answer?
Sure, final.
Dang, how many go average? Like 24?
All right, let's hit
let's
hit Luka. Let's hit Jokic. I think Kyrie's been balling.
I'm good with any of those.
You're the captain of time.
I don't know what LeBron's been doing. I feel like Luka should be. I feel like Luka should be top 10. He's always top 10. Final answer, Luka.
Luka Doncic, number 6, 28.5.
Man, these guys are scoring a lot of
You
points.
got 5. You need at least 3 more.
It's like
Five
is
guesses
Jason
left. 4
Tatum
guesses
doing
left.
anything?
Yeah,
with
Jason Tatum.
No, they've been spreading it around. I
What
saw
about Jimmy Butler?
I think Jaylen Brown has a better chance actually than Jason Tatum.
What about Brunson
But-
for the Knicks?
They both can't beat.
No,
top
it's
10.
not. No.
Well, Jokic.
What is
Jokic?
Jokic.
Do
Okay,
Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic. Fucking
1 minute.
Number 5, 29.7 points per game. If you got 6 right, 1 wrong, you have 3 guesses. Need 2 of them.
So you're saying Wemby isn't on the list. I literally have no clue. Who's out? Portland probably doesn't have somebody scoring from.
I think AD is doing well in LA.
AD.
I don't hate AD.
Anthony Davis. Final answer.
Yeah, he's number 2.
Good
30.2
job,
points.
Bradley.
2 guesses left. You need 1 of them.
And LeBron's not on this list. I feel like.
I don't hate Kyrie. Is Ja? I think Ja's been
seconds.
balling again in Memphis.
I didn't watch the game they played against the Bucks because by the time I got home and started
Ja,
watching it was getting destroyed.
Kyrie. I'm just trying to think teams here.
Running out of time.
No, nobody
Got
from the
2
Pistons.
guesses left.
Anybody from
Do
the-
those 2 because we'll have another
Donovan
guess.
Mitchell?
Good.
Donovan
That's
Mitchell,
it. That's
final
it.
answer.
That's it.
No, it's not.
All right, do
10,
Kyrie and Ja.
9,
Well, you have one guess.
Eight.
Wait, Kyrie or who?
7,
We had 2.
Or Ja?
We have
6,
one.
You just got 1 wrong.
5,
Kyrie or
4,
Ja?
Kyrie final
3, 2,
Ja?
1.
Was it Ja? Who was it?
You're going to kick yourself.
Who?
You missed 3 names on the list. You got 7 right.
Is Damian Lillard on the list?
No, he is not.
Okay, I don't.
Let's just run through the list.
How is Donovan Mitchell not on that list?
Too balanced. Cleveland's too balanced. They have Darius Garland scoring a bunch too.
Like 19.
All right,
Please.
kick ourselves. What do we-
Giannis, number 1. Anthony Davis, number 2. Tied for 2nd. You missed this one. Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics.
Oh,
Ben just dismissed that right off the rip.
just right off the bat. I felt bad saying it. I just,
Hey, I'm not the final answer guy. You can overrule me.
that is despicable.
Ben, we're depending on you.
You also missed number 4.
Who is that?
I didn't think you were going to get this one. It's LaMelo Ball in Charlotte.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, he's been cooking.
29.9 points per game.
Wow.
Just a tick under
I recently
How about
heard
that?
he was cooking.
LaMelo
He's
Ball.
like giving away every point scorer. He's giving away money somewhere. He's doing a great job with charity. Shout out to him.
Love that.
Great.
Why do
Number
you know
9.
that?
I saw it somewhere on social media.
Yeah, 5, Nikola Jokic, 6, Luka Doncic, 7, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 8, Anthony Edwards. You got all those. Number 9, you guys ever heard of a guy by the name of Kevin Durant by chance?
Oh, KD.
I thought he might
Phoenix.
have been taking some nights off and whatnot,
Well,
but
and Booker's on the team too.
Yeah.
Balance.
Who's number 10?
Karl
We got
Anthony
it.
Towns, you
We
got
got
that
Cat.
Oh, dang.
those are
Don't
those,
you all look at me?
those are tough. Jason
All right,
Tatum.
so can I tell?
Jason
Can I,
Tatum
Jason
was
Tatum.
brutal.
can I tell you why I didn't want Tatum?
Balance scoring.
No, can I tell you why
He
though?
stinks.
On the bottom line of ESPN in their last game, I think on Wednesday I was at the Weekly Wager at Pato. We always have ESPN on, and they won, and it was Derek White with 31 and Jaylen Brown with 30. So I'm thinking to myself, oh no, it's not. It might not be Tatum.
Oh, my gosh.
Goodness.
Brad, we had it.
Brad,
We had it.
We had it.
No, we didn't. We're a team.
No, this is the last time we lost. This is the exact scenario that happened.
You're the captain. Take ownership.
Okay, I'll take ownership. Next time I don't.
Tell us about
trust my
Carbless
team.
quickly before we get to Jason Wilde in 2 minutes.
Oh, I'd love to tell you about Carbless. I'm always telling people about Carbless, especially this time of year, right? You got family get-togethers. I know we've already planned out fully our Thanksgiving and Christmas. I don't got time to make these drinks when people come over. I need Carbless to make them for me already. It's a ready-to-drink cocktail that is just so good. It knocks every flavor out of the park, whether it be the fruit flavors like black raspberry, lemon lime, or pineapple. Cranberry especially good in the fall. Or all the different tequila cocktails with margarita, strawberry margarita. How about Paloma? There are so many different options that you can get when you're walking down the grocery aisle. I know I'm going to be going there this evening. Grocery store night, Thursday night for the Nortmans. I'm going past the aisle. I'm picking me up a Carbless. You do the same. That's because it's a guilt-free experience. It is Nortman approved when it comes to carb-free, sugar-free, gluten-free. That means guilt-free. Enjoy a Carbless tonight on this Thirsty Thursday and discover why less is more with Carbless.
In 2 minutes, Jason Wilde joins us. It's going to be good. Really good in 2 minutes.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Celebrations Entertainment. Complete event services for weddings, corporate events, nonprofit events, outdoor movies, casino nights, and much more. Go to celebrationsentertainment.com to get started today. The Green Bay Packers continuing preparations to take on the NFC North Division rival Chicago Bears Sunday afternoon at Soldier Field. Kickoff is set for noon. The Packers now listed as 5-point favorites according to ESPN Bet. Interesting line shift. The Packers open the week as 6-point favorites on ESPN Bet. All to get you set for the game. Rob Domofsky, ESPN Packers reporter, has it covered at ESPNWisconsin.com, including commentary from head coach Matt LaFleur and quarterback Jordan Love meeting with the media yesterday. Earlier today, Mark Silverman of ESPN Chicago joined Wilde and Tausch. Catch the full podcast available on Wisconsin On Demand and wherever you get your podcasts. Meanwhile, number 1 Oregon comes to Camp Randall Stadium Saturday night. The Wisconsin Badgers continuing preparations for Saturday night's contest. ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day Double Dose gets you set on Saturday for the big game. 11 a.m. to 1:30 live on site at Pooley's on the east side of Madison. And then 4:30 to 6:30 live from Regent Street, taking you up till kickoff. KBN right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle Brust and Nordman, KBN. Sponsored by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. On ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I'm not leaving. The Wolf of Wall Street was on the other day when I was flipping through channel. Great family film.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I'm a naturally inquisitive person.
Holding everybody accountable.
If you feel better about that, I'm happy to do so.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle Brust and Nordman.
I mean, that's up there for one of my favorite opens. Jason Wilde joining us here. Special edition, top of the hour with Jason. Jason, how are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Doing well. It's the full crew. You got Kyle, Ben, and Brad today. And as we head towards the Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears game, Kyle has made a declarative statement, I guess, and I want your take on it because I think it's unfair. He expects Jordan Love in the second half of the season to be close, if not the same, like almost a replica performance of what he did statistically last year. I don't think that's fair. Is that what you said?
No, that was the best you've ever done of actually being accurate with me. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you would demand that, Kyle. Like, that run was so good that if you compare it to what Rodgers did to close out the 16 season, the 6-game winning streak in the last 6 games of the regular season, plus the 2 playoff games that they won to reach the NFC Championship game and then get blown out by Atlanta, with Matt LaFleur on the coaching staff, by the way, of the Falcons as the quarterback's coach. I think statistically, Jordan's 8-game run is better than Rodgers' 8-game run at the end of the 16th season. And we're talking about a Pro Football Hall of Famer who never had a better stretch of 8 games in his career. And the stretch of 8 games that Jordan had was statistically even better than the best stretch that Aaron Rodgers ever had. And you're expecting him to replicate that or even improve upon it?
What my expectation is he showed us exactly what he can be, right? If he can't, he doesn't have to mimic it, play for play, touchdown for touchdown, but that is the level of play that I expect him to play at more consistently. So overall for me, I know how good the kid can be, and in the first half, he did not live up to what I would say we expected him to be. We didn't expect him to have all these turnovers. We didn't expect him to have these poor decisions that he has made. We expected him to be more of the second half quarterback than what he was the first half quarterback. And his new
Can you put a "you" in there?
Okay.
I don't like the whole "we"
Well,
thing.
I get. In my sense is, if we're not expecting him to be as similar, as close to what we saw in the second half, then what do you guys expect? Are you just expecting him just to be an average quarterback? I'm expecting him to be a quality, high quality franchise type quarterback.
Well, right, but that doesn't mean you're going to throw 18 touchdowns against one pick.
Fine, give me 15 against 3.
Okay, but then he's not replicating.
Yes,
but he's in. I want him to be in that same type of hemisphere of his play, right? He may not be able to do exactly the same, but I want him to elevate his play to a level that we all see the greatness.
You're
that
becoming
he truly
more
has.
fair. You weren't fair at all earlier.
No, I'm replicating. I want him to be similar to what he was last year, and right now he's not.
The word
similar.
replicate is in the brain a little bit wrong here for you.
Replicate means to do the exact same. I want him to be close to that.
So you're taking back replicate.
No, I'll stick with it.
How about be a version? Be a version
Jason,
of what he
I don't know what
once
to
was?
Fine,
do.
be a version of what he was last year. But what I expect is me to have, oh, wow, look at what he's done. Oh, wow, he went on this run where he just threw 12 touchdown passes to 1 interception, and the Green Bay Packers are rolling right now. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see the poor decision-making Jordan Love in his second half. He needs to move past that in order for this team to truly reach where they want to go.
So in 2016, Rodgers, in the final 6 regular season games, completed 71% of his passes, 1,667 yards, 15 touchdowns, no picks. That's what he did after a 121 passer rating. That's what he did after the run the table comment. And then in the playoffs, he had the Giants game where he threw 4 touchdowns, no picks. And then they had the Dallas game where he throws the pass to Jared Cook to set up the game-winning field goal. So he threw 2 touchdowns, and he did throw a pick in that game. So we are talking about 21 touchdowns, 1 pick over those 8 games. And I think his passer rating would have been slightly better than Jordan's, and his completion percentage might have been a little bit lower. But I guess my point is that it's okay to expect Jordan Love to play at an elite level because you saw him do it over those 8 games. There's no denying that. But it's really hard. And what he did last year, the reason why it was so remarkable is because even guys who are more accomplished, more experienced, more decorated, didn't put that kind of a stretch together. I mean, there was nobody in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes included, who was playing better football at the quarterback position than he was last year during the last 8 games. And then he carried it into the playoff game, right? I mean, he was fantastic against the Cowboys and frankly, for at least a half, against the 49ers as well. So certainly you can hope that he can somehow approximate, as opposed to replicate, that performance. But, there's a lot of really great quarterbacks who can't put together a stretch quite that extended. And we're talking about 8 games that they have left to play in the regular season. Do I think he's going to play better than he did in the first half? Yes. Do I think he's going to throw 4 picks over the final 8 games? That would be acceptable to me, which is certainly more than throwing 1 over the last 8 games like he did last year. So I understand what you're asking for, but I think you are, to be fair to both Jordan and to Ben, who I never thought I'd put in the same sentence, I think you're probably being a little bit over the top demanding.
Jason Wilde joining us here on Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
Jason, there's a player on the Packers who's a little bit of a man of mystery to me. Marshawn Lloyd. Okay, so he came out I was excited when the Packers drafted him and obviously had the injury, but now he's back practicing. Well, can you tell us about what his role in the offense is going to be going forward and just kind of what kind of back he is, because we haven't seen much of him at all?
Yeah, he's the way Jordan Love described him, a little rocket in the backfield.
Ooh.
He's 5'8", but kind of he's definitely like built. He's not like a slight 5'8" guy in the backfield. He's got great explosiveness, great quickness, but who the heck knows what he's going to look like, Brad? Because he's literally played in one regular season game. I think he played in one preseason game in Denver and left that game with an injury. He started camp on the non-football injury list. He's been on injured reserve since week 2. We're now in week 11. It's great that they're getting him back. And he does have a skill set that is different than what Josh Jacobs has, different than what Emmanuel Wilson has, different than what Chris Brooks has. But the bottom line is that I don't know how much he's going to contribute. It does sound like he will get the open roster spot that was vacated by Preston Smith being traded to the Steelers. But your guess is as good as mine, buddy, on whether or not he's going to be able to have any sort of meaningful impact. The reality is the kind of draft or the last couple drafts that Goody has had, he probably will have an impact because he hasn't missed on many people. But I just don't have a whole lot of evidence other than kind of hopeful projection to be able to say what he's going to do when the games count against number one defensive players as opposed to backups like he played in Denver.
Well, Jason, we appreciate the time. We know you got to get to Mr. Rich Bisaccia, so we will be listening to you on Wilde and Tausch 9 to noon across these various stations, and make sure you tune in to the Green Bay Game Day pregame show, especially the second hour with Strofe and Jason.
All right, guys. Yeah, I don't want to make myself a spectacle with Rich Bisaccia getting irritated with me. I like to do that with my questions as opposed to being late. So
go
get him, boys. Take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. Listen to him 9 to noon across these very stations.
Just tell him to go get him, Tiger.
I like Jason.
Yeah, that was an interesting farewell.
Go get him, Tiger. Well, because it seemed like he was talking about how Rich Bisaccia probably gets annoyed with Jason because of his questioning. So he said, well, let me not make him annoyed by me being late.
You know what I'm never annoyed by? Gina Della and the offer she provides us here, and all of you in KBN Nation at 855-PELA-WI or PELAWI.com. Joe Franco, Gina, the whole team came over to my house, and we are all locked in with the 0 per 60, took advantage of that, and you can take advantage of their current offer right now.
Yeah, I mean, in this economy, they are offering no interest, no payments for 12 months. I mean, what a start to the relationship with Pella Windows and Doors in your new home. You get to enjoy those Pella windows, those beautiful doors. That's going to increase the value of your home, decrease the energy costs, all for no interest and no payments for 12 months. This is an opportunity you're going to want to jump on, particularly before that cold winter weather comes. When you call Gina Della from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, tell them KBN sent you. They love us over there. And be sure to act quick because this will end by the end of the month. So take advantage of this deal now with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
KB, la la la.
I love when you got a defensive back that means business. And Kyle, you said earlier, you like guys that what?
I don't know.
Stand on business.
Stand on business.
That's what Xavier McKinney does, and we'll hear from him next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
I put my card in, I pump. When it clicks, I pull it out, I put it away, and I move on to my own.
That's what she said. Thanks so much, Schulte.
She pumps and moves on with her life.
Take it out, put it in, move on. That's what she said. Come on, Kyle. Keep up. That's Packers Hall of Famer. That was one of my better ones, and he's confused. Well, he's still fixated on Lola Bunny.
No, I don't think she says that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Rake in a big win this November at Potawatomi. Go head-to-head in the Cash Clash game show for your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Just play with your rewards card for entries. Prize drawings on Thursdays. The Cash Clash game show at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Your win is waiting. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TRAFFIC25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TRAFFIC25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TRAFFIC25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code TRAFFIC25.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Bud Light's impactful initiative with Folds of Honor. This fall, Bud Light and Folds of Honor need your help to highlight the stories of those who gave their all in service of our country. If you know someone close to you that is a fallen or wounded veteran or first responder, please submit their story to be recognized by Kyle Brust and Nortman. Now through the week of Veterans Day, submit a story of a service member for their family's chance to be featured on the air, along with a Milwaukee Bucks weekend experience. Write into ESPNFoldsofHonor.com. That's ESPNFoldsofHonor.com, and we will honor the families of those who've kept our family safe.
Craft your Brewers mini plan for the 2025 season, featuring all new 6-packs and 12-packs. Get in on the action with great ticket rates, marquee matchups, and priority seating. Plus, you'll get a limited edition Brewers Crowler with each 12-pack or pair of 6-packs. Looking to customize your games to fit your schedule? Build your own ticket plan options are also available. Pick the plan for you at brewers.com/ticket finder.
Talk Badger sports year-round with the Jump Around podcast.
I love the fact that, you're asking Melvin Gordon, you're asking James Wright, right? Some guys that are absolutely phenomenal.
Tune in for the top Badgers conversations every week, featuring special guests with Wisconsin players, coaches, and more.
Coach Bo Ryan famously told me I was the worst defensive player that he's ever seen in his 30 years of coaching.
The Jump Around, brought to you by Game Day Men's Health Middleton. Streaming live every Thursday on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and available wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Wayne Larrabee for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is partnering with Special Spaces Wisconsin and the Green Bay Packers to create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer all across Wisconsin. This season, every time the Packers make a field goal, Steinhoffels will donate $1,000 to Special Spaces Wisconsin. Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress leader since 1934, is 100% employee-owned, and is a proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL, on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
I love when you got dogs on your team, and I think Xavier McKinney is living up to his contract. I know we have had a conversation here that Kyle wants him to be close to the second half of the season in reference to Jordan Love of last year.
I didn't want to tell Jason this, but Jason's expectations are too low. I didn't want to say that to Jason.
So you say it behind his back?
No, I want to say it. He's going to listen. He's going to find out. I just, I didn't want to keep going and going with Jason. He had a tight time.
No. I want you to go and go and go.
No, I feel like the expectations are too low. I don't understand
All right,
why.
So you think expectations are too low for Jason Wilde because he's giving you the comp of Aaron Rodgers in an 8-game stretch of 2016, basically having 21 touchdowns and 1 interception.
Yeah.
And you basically are trying to say you need Jordan Love to do that this year.
No, I just feel like if somebody shows you what their potential is,
you can't do it every year, Kyle. You're crazy.
So far this year, is Jordan Love living up to what you thought he was going to be through the first?
No, but that doesn't mean he has to throw 21 touchdowns and 1 interception to make up for the first half of the year. They're 6-3.
What I need for him to do, though, I do need to see more consistency in him playing at the level similar to what he did last year. And I just feel like when we lower the expectation and the standard for Jordan Love, we're basically saying, hey, we know your ceiling is here, but we want you to play a couple. We just need you to be, we know you can be at a 10, but if you get to a 7.5, we're satisfied. No, hell no. No, if you could be a 10, I want you to be a damn 10. If you could be compared to Patrick Mahomes, though you ain't going to be Pat because Pat is special, I want you to play in that same hemisphere. I want people to say, man, how do the Packers continue to get these guys that are Hall of Fame type quarterbacks? If you have Hall of Fame,
Of course you want that.
But if
of course.
he's shown that he has the potential. It is on him and Matt LaFleur to make sure we are maximizing.
So
on that.
Aaron
I'm not
Rodgers
lowering
showed
the
he had the
standard.
potential in 2016, and then after that,
No,
because
he showed he had the potential way before that. The first year he started in the NFL, we all said, okay, this football team might be, I think it was 6-10, but we're close. Our defense gave up a lot of those games.
So if Love only plays, let's just call it slightly better than what he's playing now, right? Fully healthy the rest of the season, only slightly better, but not a version of what he was last year. You concerned?
Slightly better would not be what I thought he would be. I'm expecting for Dude to come out of this season. Now, expectation was he'd be the clear-cut top.
How
three
did he
quarterback in
go
the NFL.
from I'm not taking any Jordan Love slander to being
This isn't
if he's
slander.
not perfect, you're going to be upset with him?
Yeah, this isn't. I said during this isn't slander. This is just me saying what I expect
I know,
of him.
and your
I didn't say anything
expectations
bad.
will lead to slander.
I mean, Jay Love.
Stroke,
listen.
what do you think? I mean, I just want to make sure I'm not crazy here. I feel like he's setting himself up for disappointment.
Yeah, I don't know how you repeat what you did a year ago. It was that damn good.
It was so good. It
Now,
was amazing.
Can he be more efficient with the football now that he's fully healthy? I think yes. So I don't think Kyle's insane for saying this at all.
I like that. Thank you. I'm not going to an asylum.
What are we supposed to do with that?
I mean, obviously, you might think I'm insane. You didn't say, no, I didn't think that.
Well, I mean, I do.
Exactly.
I
He
do,
did
I
not
do
respond
think
that way.
that.
You gonna put me in a little straight jacket, had me at county.
Is it primary? Wow. I wish I could see that on YouTube. The visual of that too.
On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. I regret
Is it-
bringing Strofe into the conversation.
Is it,
After this.
is it primarily the interceptions then? Because he's doing almost everything else.
Like if you take away the
15
interceptions,
TDs
like
on
15
7.
solid.
Yeah, it's solid, right?
Yeah, no,
15 over 7?
Yeah, 15. The touchdowns
It's not
isn't
bad.
the issue. It is the poor decision making, the amount of turnovers. What, he has 2 pick sixes?
He does.
I mean,
He
that's
does.
not good. That's not good. That's
Rob
bad.
Domofsky also had mentioned that the majority of his interceptions happen on 1st and 2nd down, which is not good. Not
That's
good, Kyle.
bad.
Yeah, we don't like doing that, man. So I'm just saying, I definitely expect for him to be more second half. But you know what, fellas? You know what I love about this is that all this is recorded, and we're going to get to January, we're going to get to December, and we're all going to be talking about, damn, Jordan Love, he did it again. The Green Bay Packers did it again. They looking hot going into
So
the
you're one of
playoffs,
those.
and
You
all
just
is
say
gonna be good.
things
No.
because you want to be right at the end.
No, it's not want to be right. I just have the vision of what I know he can be.
All right, Sean and Beaver Dam, you want to weigh in because Kyle is setting unrealistic expectations in my mind. I want to know what you think.
Obviously he's underperformed from what he did in the second half of last year. But last year, he was at the highest level. Obviously, you said better than Patrick Mahomes even. I don't want to say the sophomore, slump, but kind of it is, he really didn't start until last year. And then, that kind of has been a trend. And Kyle, I want to let you know these guys boycotted me and banned me on Monday.
Wait, you got
because I didn't agree with them. I was banned because I didn't agree the Packers get
0% chance for the Bears to win.
We did ban.
Oh, wait,
banned
so
for saying
that
that?
means we should ban Ben Brust
Wait,
because he's
wait,
backing up.
wait,
his
wait,
take.
Yeah, all right,
Time
ban
out.
me.
Wait.
All right.
Ban.
Oh, good job, guys, all in unison.
So,
really
wait,
good.
They're both banned too. It's just me. I'm on an island over
Wait a
here.
minute. I said the Packers have a 100% chance of winning.
Banned. Hey, Kyle.
I love that theme.
Banned.
So y'all were banning people for not believing that the Packers had a not 99.9%
In our
chance,
defense,
100%.
I imagine we all kind of forgot about
The
that.
funny thing is, I remember that call. He had a very reasonable outlook.
Oh,
and take.
totally, and I
Very
just took it to the next
reasonable.
level.
And it's just like, cut him off. Banned. It was wild.
Was this on social
Wild.
media? I remember seeing this.
Nah,
clip.
that's you were
I
in
was
La La
I
Land.
was in and out watching the show.
Oh, if you were watching the video stream, then yes,
You were watching
You
us on
watched
vacation.
something happen.
I dabbled in it. I dabbled a little bit.
Thanks for the
It's nice to
support,
know.
Kyle.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I dabbled in. Internet ain't free some of these places.
Did you dabble in underdog fantasy?
You know what? I don't know if I can do it in Mexico. I tried, but then it made me do all these things. Like, I don't know if I can do it in Mexico. But you know what? I'm back on the mainland. And guess what? I'm right back to making picks on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. Yes, I was telling all my family about the Underdog Fantasy Sports app, and I want you to be like my fam and sign up today. You go to UnderdogFantasy.com or download the Underdog Fantasy Sports app, and you use promo code KBN. Yes, promo code KBN, and you will get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Yes, instantly when you use promo code KBN. Let me just tell y'all this. It is so easy to play Underdog Fantasy Sports. All you do, once you download the app using promo code KBN, you select player stats from multiple teams. You select higher or lower on those player stats. So whether or not it's Giannis going for higher than 40 points or whether or not it's Chris Middleton coming back in higher than 10 games, you can select. You can't do that one. It has to be point scored or something like that. But I'm making jokes about it. But that's how easy it is and how fun it can be, and you can win real money. Make up to 1,000 times your money. Yes, 1,000 times your money with the Underdog Fantasy Sports app today. Make your game watching experience that much more fun when doing it with the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. You'll be thanking me, you guys. I'm telling you this right now. Make sure you use promo code KBN on the Underdog Fantasy Sports app today. Must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concern your play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
You know, I've really enjoyed what Alex Strofe has done for our guests that join us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. One of them that joins us bi-weekly was not able to join last week, Greg Scalzo. He got a promotion.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about that.
He's a vice president of Good Karma Brands and market manager.
Even bigger.
He's even bigger. We got to redo his imaging. But joining us next on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is the bigger boss than he was before. My former co-host and the man that keeps me in check, Greg Scalzo. Joins Kyle, Brust, and Nortman next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Oh, wow. North?
Spread Eagle is way north. Way north.
You're doing the thing where you don't know what you're doing.
No, it is, though.
We don't know where up north is.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. And the brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with family, a.k.a. fellow football fans. Traditions make Sundays easy to enjoy. Beers do, too. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Experience virtual golf like never before at the Bogey Factory in Verona. From family-friendly mini-games to monthly tournaments, the Bogey Factory has it all. Enhance your swing with their state-of-the-art TrackMan technology, or play a full round on over 300 virtual courses. While you're there, enjoy their full kitchen and sports bar. Whether you're looking for a fun day out with family and friends, or a unique location for a corporate event, the Bogey Factory in Verona has you covered. For more information, visit thebogeyfactory.com. That's thebogeyfactory.com.
RE/MAX Preferred has been a James Imaging Systems client for over 20 years. RE/MAX Preferred CEO Daniel Bertelson.
James Imaging is one of the vendors that we use to move all of our documents and set up networks and utilize their equipment for scanning and storage purposes.
James Imaging Systems, for over 40 years, a local 100% Wisconsin-owned and managed business technology company.
James Imaging has gone through a lot of evolutions over the years, and the one thing that has remained constant is their customer service and their follow-up.
That's important.
Extremely important. When we don't know what's going on, we can't let other people know what's going on in the company, and we get angry people.
And
James Imaging helps us keep people happy.
Are your people less than happy with your current business technology vendor? Then switch to James Imaging Systems. Call 608-221-3457. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Before and after every Wisconsin football game this season, catch ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day brewed by Coors Light. Hi, it's Jesse Nelson. It's another huge showdown this Saturday night when Wisconsin welcomes Oregon. If you're not going to be in the stands, then you'd better be at Pooley's on the east side of Madison, featuring Coors Light specials and a live broadcast of ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day. We're live at Pooley's this weekend for Oregon, Wisconsin on ESPN Wisconsin College Game Day, brewed by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
ESPN Milwaukee's Big Boss.
Purple's not a freaking color in the rainbow!
The only one who holds Ben accountable.
You're cheating the system!
I'm not!
Welcome to Thursdays with Greg Scalzo.
Happy Thursday!
On Kyle Bruston Nortman.
When I think of Greg Scalzo and I think of Thursdays, I think of Grateful Dead Thursdays. Oh, wait, we had this conversation before. Welcome into the show, Greg Scalzo. It's Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Yeah, I don't know who your producer is on this show, but whoever it is, it'd be nice if they could, switch up that music a little bit.
I did tease 800-990-3776 that Greg Scalzo got a bigger promotion to vice president, and Dave from Aaron says that's big news. Now he can, without a doubt, give Strofe a raise.
When I get my raise, I'll change the music.
If you get invited to Ben's wedding, then maybe we'll talk about a raise.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute now.
That's putting a lot on me now.
That is
his life
quite
is in his
the
hands.
incentive. Quite the incentive.
I actually kind of love that, although I don't love that.
That's why he did it.
God, he's good.
Greg Scalzo joining us here on Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Wait, can I get that same thing?
Are you already invited to the wedding?
I haven't said any state.
Nobody has been confirmed
Brad,
nor denied.
You should be politicking for this too. That's what I put
Wow,
on
yeah.
you.
You guys
I wouldn't mind a little bump. Or
Are they part of the bachelor party crew? Just wedding?
I don't think they're bachelor party crew.
They're not gonna make the bachelor
Would you
party?
want to go to his bachelor party?
Are you organizing
I
the
don't
bachelor
know.
party?
Depends where it is.
I'm supposed to be organizing
All right, yeah.
the bachelor party.
I mean,
What are you gonna
Greg
do
is
for
the
it?
best man in my wedding, for those who don't know. So, yeah.
Well, Ben originally wanted to do Austin, Texas.
Ooh, that sounds like a good time.
And then
It
I
does
ran
sound
into
good.
and then I ran into Josh Gosser at a Packers game. He popped over to the Tundra Trio and he said, "Why does Ben want to do Austin? You should just do Nashville like I did it." And the next time I talked to Ben was into Nashville. So
When did you run into Gosser?
So I'm guessing Gosser got in your ear about Nashville.
No, it's actually Kaminsky.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so now he's like,
I just want to make everyone. I want it to be convenient.
your
Wait,
bachelor
it's your
party.
bachelor party. Don't
If you
think
want to
about
go down
others.
to Texas, you go down to Texas.
Well, I know where it should be,
Southern
but Ben's
Kyle.
too scared to do it.
Dude, I
Where?
can't do
Vegas?
that.
Come on,
What's
Ben.
wrong? It's one last
I'll
time.
lose all of my money.
You make everybody else spend their money on you. They
No,
got it.
I'm not doing the douchey thing where you're like, hey, send money to the bachelor so that he can buy drinks. I think it's the biggest scam ever.
We'll all put in $100. We bet it on red.
Time
Yeah,
out.
that's
Wait a minute.
not
We
gonna
already
be
did
for.
that. We already did that and
I'm
lost.
Square Brad, and I had my bachelor party in Vegas. So if you're gambler Ben, you even more so need to have it there.
All right, so Barstool Big Cat joined us here yesterday, and I had him power rank the top 3 places for a bachelor party. He put Vegas at number 3 because it's a great spot, but if you're looking to keep people together, it's not the spot for you. Number 2 was Charleston, South Carolina.
No.
Yeah, I was just
And then
there.
one was a house on a boat.
A houseboat.
A houseboat.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Like, I don't. It also depends.
That's what I said. I said
It also
houseboat.
depends on what life stage you are, because like I would be more, and this isn't my bachelor party, so you have to do what you want to do. I would like a bachelor party where I could go out and do whatever I want. Like, hey, we've got golf one day, you've got dinner one night, but like people can kind of do their own thing. The last thing I want to do is be in a big house or on a boat with 20 other guys, bunking up in the house.
I agree
and
with
watching
that.
you guys singing the Piano Man and stripping down to your undies at 1 a.m.
Oh no, I definitely don't want to be invited. I know I wasn't, but I if you went past through your mind, like maybe should I? If y'all getting down to y'all undies and singing, I'll pass.
Well, Greg has the best story of a connecting flight after a bachelor party. Do you know what I'm referencing?
After my bachelor party?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the biggest boss move of all time.
I don't know about that. I did my bachelor party in New Orleans. Great bachelor party city. Thank you. Ben disappeared for most of it, was at the casino, but he won. So then he came back, returned to King. I did 3 nights in New Orleans, so I was not feeling great on my flight home, and I had a connection. And I got to, the airport, and I'm at my gate, and I realized that, like, when you need it the least, or when you need it the most, your connecting gate's never close. So I just paid one of the golf carts like $50 to just drive me to my
No,
gate.
you did not.
I took 50 cash out. I had a $50 bill. I handed it to the man and I said, please take me to gate A57. And sure enough, big smile on his face, just drove me right on down.
You got to pay for
How
convenience.
did you think about that? That wouldn't even cross my mind to do.
I was not in shape to be walking very far that day.
800-990-3776. Curtis in Madison wants to say hello to an iconic, absolute Madison legend. You're up, Curtis.
Yo, what's up, Scalzo?
Curtis.
Good to see you again, man.
It's been,
yeah,
my man. Things are good. How are
I
you?
know.
What is that? I
Good.
didn't know that this was Curtis from like 5 to 7 back at ESPN
This
Madison.
is Curtis. Curtis used to be a regular caller at the old
Jim Rutledge, Greg
night.
Scalzo, 5
Madison's
to 7.
game night. Yes, me and Rutledge.
Yep, Madison game night. We used to always chat, and I heard you were on the radio. I got a chance to call. Just want to say hi. And you're a big boss now, from what I hear.
You can dump
Big
him, Stove,
boss.
if you know if you're running
No,
the show.
I love hearing
Curtis
your
is a
voice,
Madison
my man.
legend. I wasn't calling Greg a Madison legend. I was calling Curtis a Madison legend.
Okay,
Because
well,
he used to call in for you too?
Yeah, he's called into our station for what, 15 years?
As long as I've been there,
all,
he's the man.
all I'm saying is we were getting somewhere, and then it's just like,
I didn't go in there and
Greg,
say, hey,
Greg.
Ben, take the call.
Well,
Don't let me ruin the show. What are you guys talking about today?
Kyle's setting the most unrealistic expectations for Jordan Love. Tell him what your expectations are.
My expectations. Greg,
Thank you, Curtis. Love you.
Can you tell me, Jordan Love,
Love you too,
how did he play at the end of last year? Would you say it was really, really good?
Yeah, he was a top 5 quarterback into last year.
Yeah, top 5 quarterback last year. So when he signed that contract, did you expect him to be top 5 quarterback again this year? Play at a similar level?
Yeah, over the course of the season.
And so, thank you so much for answering. Would you say that Jordan
welcome
Love
so much for-
hasn't lived up to the expectations so far this year?
I think that's fair to say.
Okay, so if somebody said Jordan Love needs
Are
to...
we in the court of law?
Yeah, I was gonna say, this
wait
is
a
a
minute, let me
leading.
just
You are
finish.
leading the
No, I'm
witness.
not leading the witness. The witness is just answering the questions how he wants to. Nobody's pressuring him. And so you would say, probably like many others, he probably needs to replicate the second half in order for us to say, yep, he's living up to the $55 million.
Well, that's where I think it's interesting.
Thank you.
I think that, like,
He goes, this man needs to throw for 20 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and we'll be great.
in a vacuum, that's a hard thing to do. If he's like top 5 quarterback the back half of the year, I think is a fair expectation. Exactly what he did last year, probably not. You're paying for him to be a top 5 quarterback over the span of his contract.
That's true.
And the beginning of this year was riddled with injuries, right?
That is true.
And so I'm not usually somebody who's going to give a lot of excuses, but I'm with you, Kyle. I want to see that top 5 quarterback the rest of this year.
Let him know.
20 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a one, maybe one step too far. But yeah, he should be a top 5 quarterback.
We should
the
have
back half of
oh
the
wow
year.
moments week in and we say, wow, look at Jordan.
No, I agree with that.
Jordan Love needs to be leading this team week in and week out to victory. And where we're saying, man, Jordan Love, he might throw an interception on that first drive, but look what he did the rest of that game. 3 touchdowns led this team to a blowout or led this team to a victory. That's what we need to be saying. That should be the expectation. You see these clowns?
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, look,
They do this all show, Greg.
No,
Ben and Stroke have these conversations that we can't hear, and
we lined up
laughing their
phone calls
butts
for
off.
Homer's birthday. I guess we're lining up phone calls for people to say hi to Greg Scalzo, but I will definitely take Leroy in Milwaukee, 800-990-3776.
man.
Leroy.
What it do, baby? Scalzo brush my family, except Josh DiMaggio, but I love the other brush. I love y'all, Scalzo and Brush. You know we go way back. You know how we do, baby. You know we go way back.
like
Love y'all, Scalzo. What the hell, man?
I miss the sound of your voice, Leroy.
Leroy, you're the best, man.
What a laugh. And he just crapped on Josh DiMaggio in the process, too. He's like, not Josh DiMaggio,
Yeah.
but Benny
Brutal.
Scalzo. I think
Is this the Greg Scalzo Appreciation Hour? What's going on here?
Sure, why not? It's like he hasn't been coming on for like 2 months.
I know, right? I think that off of the bye week, like now is the time you have to expect Love to be Love.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if because he's in year 5 in his career, this is sort of the sophomore slump year, though, right? A lot of times, great rookie quarterbacks hit that year 2, whether it's because there's tape on them or just a natural regression. Usually, right? Traditionally, Brad, they talk about a sophomore slump with quarterbacks. This feels a little bit like that this front half of the year, where he's making mistakes and he's probably seeing things that are being schemed up specifically to stop him.
Yeah, there's a regression to the mean. Plus, I think he's feeling the weight of his contract. I think he's pressing a little bit too much. I think he's trying to do too much, leading to all these interceptions.
I love that Brad gets to use the context of having a second contract in the NFL to talk through that experience, because none of us can.
When you got that second contract, where did your punting?
Well, that's a little strong.
Bears game?
No, that was my freshman year. The Bears game is when I came back to life, a rebirth, if you will. I felt more pressure. I never felt more nervous than after I signed the contract. Which was, I just felt like I had to do more, be more. And the first couple of games, I wasn't myself. Finally, I kind of got back into rhythm, had a really good game, and said, okay, I'm good to go. I'm in rhythm. Don't need to worry about that anymore. Let's roll. I think Jordan Love needs that moment.
Josh from Heartland chimes in, 800-990-3776. Hearing Scalzo's voice immediately makes me want to call in and bash Jesse Nelson.
Is there anybody worse than Jesse?
Oh, wow, you're on the anti-Jesse train, too?
He loves Jesse.
Yeah, you guys are a little too hard on Jesse Nelson, right?
No, Jesse always comes through for me. I'm call Jesse. He's like, I'll be there
One
at
in a
4 o'clock
million.
for you. Or 3. Actually, he was there at 3:45. Let my guy in.
I love Jesse, too, but you have to understand.
Greg, before you even say anything, did you hear what the bar was? He was at work at 3:45 p.m. to let somebody in. Why
Yeah.
are we celebrating that?
Yeah.
Well, he followed through for Kyle, so Kyle's happy with
No,
it.
I mean, based on what y'all say, you would think the man is a 8:57 to 12:02 guy.
I bet he's not at work right now, and it is 3:44 p.m.
Oh, I'm not even going there with it. He's just the total hall monitor, Like, he's the guy, he is the guy who's the hall monitor telling on you during high school to
he's
your
a
teachers.
snitch?
Oh,
yeah.
That was my age. Like, in the Scalzo and Bruss days, Jesse was always, coming to our bosses being like, do you hear what they're doing on Scalzo and Bruss? I don't think they can say that word.
Wait a minute.
I don't think that, they should be talking about
I didn't
it.
know
that's
Jesse was a
hilarious.
snitch. Did you
Oh,
know
yeah.
that?
No, I didn't know that.
Whitey tighties. We literally call him like a hall cop. Like, he's going to be a great crossing guard one day.
This is where it
Wearing
comes
the sash.
Oh, yeah.
Crossing guards are the worst, aren't they?
That's Jesse Nelson.
Especially
Wait a
by
minute.
where you went to high school and where you live now. In Whitefish Bay, there's one crossing guard there on Lake Drive.
They run out
my
there.
Goodness. He is like...
I miss Betty, R.I.P. Or Dottie. Her name was Dottie. There's a bench over there for Dottie. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Wait a minute.
You got 4-year-olds walking to school, and they say, hey, move. What do you mean stop?
It's not about the what, it's about the how. And this guy takes it all
powerful.
way too serious.
He's like,
That's a VP answer.
Now,
right
now,
there.
Mark chimes in with a great suggestion as well as part of the intro for Greg Scalzo into this. Can you get the sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6 in there? Because that is an OG. So Strofe will see.
We'll see Strofe.
We'll see if he can do anything. If we get invited to the wedding, if he can produce the show correctly. But now, way to go, Greg. You've made that comment. Now we've lost Alex Strofe for the rest of the day.
Greg, you been on trial before?
Me? What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
The chat said Greg's been on trial before. He knows how to handle the witness stand.
I've never been on trial.
You been a
I've gotten
witness?
arrested. I've never been on trial.
Oh, have you been a witness?
Never been a witness.
Oh,
no.
okay. But say,
No.
Is it the suit? What's going on? What's going on here?
We learn new things about Greg.
Where do you guys think the bachelor party should be for Ben Brust?
Oh,
I think just lean into who you are and do Vegas.
Yeah, I mean,
Lean
if
into
you
who
want
you
to do Austin, I say do Austin because that was the first thing that came to mind. Where do you would be most fun?
I'm loving the text right now, Chip and Cedarburg. We used to have one of those megaphones. Jesse's reaction to the siren.
He ran in the studio.
That's actually illegal.
Oh, you got to put the siren.
We put the siren on the mic.
wow.
No, like the megaphone on the microphone.
Wait, so you
like
guys,
on air?
who do you think was playing with the megaphone during the show?
Ben Brust.
Yes.
Wait, you did that on air?
All right, this is
That
doesn't rank in the top 10 of things that we did on the air that we shouldn't have done on
Man,
the air.
how old is Jesse? He took 20 years off his life.
Oh yeah, he gonna die early
I'd
because
be
of us.
stressed. And then you go to the big boy, and they're like, hell, the show's great, though.
Hey, what we're gonna do to play Greg out here is who called back. I don't know why, but I love it. Leroy in Milwaukee. What up, Leroy? Oh, he's gone.
Leroy, baby,
What'd you
call
do?
back.
I just wanted that laugh one last time.
It's a great laugh.
So this is interesting. This whole dynamic is
Yeah,
interesting.
Dude, it's a
here
thing.
now.
Yeah,
it's a thing. They got this connection here that goes right in front of Kyle and Ma's face all show.
Hit the KBN Sports Desk music. Per Jesse Nelson to me, Greg Scalzo, and Alex Strofe on the personal talk and text line. Present and working on Badger volleyball until 1 a.m. tonight. Go Badgers!
Who's
Yeah,
producing Wilmington's house tomorrow?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Shout out to Jesse.
Putting in the hard
Shout out
work.
to Jesse. That's true.
R.I.P. Dottie from somebody else on the talk.
Yeah,
text line.
Daddy was the crossing guard in Whitefish Bay as a kid.
There's some great crossing guards there. I'm telling you, that guy in Lake Drive, kind of near Clody Park. Get over yourself.
Leroy,
brother.
you're up.
Damn.
What's up, Leroy?
What's up, man?
How are we feeling about Jordan Love this weekend?
I love Jordan Love. I'll forever be a Jordan Love fan. He was right along. He trained against Aaron Rodgers. I'll forever be a Packer fan, but I'm a Milwaukee Bucks fan.
Hey,
Bucks and 6,
Bucks
baby.
and 6. Where should
Love
Ben Brust
y'all.
Where should Ben Brust have his bachelor party?
Hey, I don't know. Hell, as long as I'm invited, I don't care where the hell he have it at. As long as I'm invited there. Come on now.
There you go.
I lost control this segment. I'll own that one. Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, guys.
Kyle, Brust, and Ortman across ESPN Wisconsin. We got Jim Rutledge next. Oh, wow. Back to back.
Wow.
Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
Wow. Just wow.
Has he sound good? We've been practicing.
I did it all last week. And I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of my progress.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Madison Axe. Enjoy axe throwing, craft beers, bags,